To present our inaugural 2023 Spring Series off of streets. We're going to be offering our local street stocks on custom setups in our very fast UMP custom setups. 6 weeks of racing, 8 races, 7 races where our drivers will be fighting for one of the front runner spots in the race 8, the Night of the Champions. We're going to be starting off with a preseason April the 4th at the dirt track of Charlotte. Then we'll start our point series April the 6th, I-55 Raceway. Then we'll have April 13th, Millstone Park. April 18th, Eldora Speedway. April 23rd, Durango Park Raceway. April 27th, Volusia Speedway. May 2nd, Sugarbush Motor Speedway. May 7th, Lima Land. And then, of course, Raid 8, Night of the Champions. May 11th, Jacobs County Speedway. Hell, that wasn't that bad. I almost got through it without fumbling too bad. And it almost fit. Alright, if you made it through that part's it's going to be a little clip that I was going to try to make a cool little intro for, but it didn't work. Anyways, let's get started here. Yeah, I know nobody understood a single racetrack or date I just said, so that will be in the party chat. So, and not with our picture with the words on it legibly. We'll have a legible readout of it. Race format. If we have 15 drivers or less, we'll be running 4 groups. 4 groups on qualifying and heat racing. And a 12-car A-main. So in your group, you'll be qualifying on 20%. Spread them out, run a fast lap. Heat race, you'll stay in that group. Then you'll run your heat race 20%. First place will go to the qualifying dash, which is going to be rated at 20%. Second place, you have locked in your A main start. Third and fourth will be going to the B main. The B main will be 50%. First, second, third, and fourth advance to the A main. 100% race on that A main, by the way. Get your elbows and shoulders ready. It's going to be a long one, especially in them street stocks. If we have 16 plus drivers, it'll be the same format, except the A main, instead of taking 12, we'll be taking 14 drivers in that case. And if we ever happen to have more than 22 to, a stupid number of drivers show enter, then we will have to throw in a C main. But I don't think we'll have that issue in our spring series. I think we'll be sticking around the B main and possibly this one for our street stocks. If there's 12 drivers or less, there will be no B main. We're just going to split up into the groups we can get, which we'll probably just go ahead and do like a group of 3. Say 4 groups of 3. The first one will go to a qualifying dash. And that qualifying dash will be the normal 20%. And then we'll just run 100% A main after that. Take pictures of the qualifying times and your qualifying. And then you'll be placed by qualifying times after the first 6. The first 6 can fight it out for a few more. Or the first 4 can fight it out a few more times. Points. It's pretty simple. If you win that race, you're going to get 200 points. And that's the A main. A main first race, 200 points. Second place will be 195. Third place, 190 points. Fourth place will be 185 points. See the trend there? It'll keep going down. If you did not make the A main race, say for our 12-car A main, if you didn't make the A main race, but you're the first one that didn't transfer, you'll be going right into that 13th spot and getting that points. That's the points. That's where you'll lie, 13th for the night. We'll be given a fast qualifier 5 points. That'll only be allowed during the qualifying race, or your qualifying race. So make sure you get your pictures. Especially if you get that fast time and you want that 5 points. That 5 points is going to mean a lot to the end of the season. Hard charger in the A main will get 5 points. In other words, whoever starts at the back and makes their way to the front. And we're also going to go ahead and give out the B main winner 5 points. Because I guarantee you, I've seen it 100 times. The 3 fastest people end up in the same group, qualifying group, and they might end up in the back. Not to mention, if you get lucky, I mean, you can come all the way up and get 4th or 5th and walk away with the same amount of points as first if you're lucky. You know what I'm saying? So I think our points is going to work out real good for us and be very safe. For some reason, I got a picture of a hot dog drove beside a hard charger. I don't know why, but I got a feeling that's what whoever he beats is going to get. Race day time frame, 7 a.m. Central Time. I'll open up the chats for roll call. I'll have an A main and B main chat starting off until we need the C main. But right now we'll be doing street stocks in the A main and UMPs in the B. 7 p.m. Central, roll call ends. If you have not entered by that time, you will not get a draw. You will just automatically go to the back of one of the heat races. You will not get to qualify. That's a rule. I mean, we're all adults. I know these times are going to be hard because we all got jobs and families and stuff, but that's all I can do. I mean, it takes a lot of time to put one of these together. Doing 2 classes this way, there's a lot of paperwork involved in the middle. After roll call ends, I'll be doing my paperwork. I'll be doing a poker chip draw. The fairest way I can do it. I'll be drawing my chip first. That way I have the opportunity to choose any chip. That way as fair as possible. And wherever I lie, I lie. Same with y'all. I'll choose mine first. That way I have the most opportunities to pick a chip. And I'll be live streaming on all this, and I'll have my mic on as I draw it, and I'll tell every single person as I draw them out who's going where. So, I mean, everything's going to be live streamed. Nothing's going to be cheated. Already been accused of it once. Not going to have it twice. Party chats will open up at 8:15 for hot laps. In other words, after you get in your spot. Say if you get drawn for group 1 or group 2, you'll be in the A main chat. If you get drawn for group 3 or 4, you'll be in the B main chat. We'll separate it out, kind of calm down the chatter, get everybody a little bit more situated. At 8:45, that's when I'll start trying to get these groups ready to go. As soon as we're grouped up, we'll start the race, and then roughly around 9 p.m. we'll hit qualifying. And there's something else I was going to say. But I think that's most of the questions that I've had. Is dates and when we're racing. Oh, the Night of the Champions. This is what the Night of the Champions is. This is what it all boils down. Double points night. Everything's double points on Night of the Champions except for the Fast Qualifier, Hard Charger, and B main winner points. Those will stay at 5 points extra. Double points will just be 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, so on and so forth. And that, I think I should cover that. The format for, I'm going to do this off the top of the head. I forgot to write this down for the 20th time. Now that the Champions, the race format for it. There'll be 7 spots being held for the qualifying dash. We're going to do things a little different that night because if you want to race throughout the first half of the series, there's 7 chances. There's 7 chances you can start in the qualifier. And if there's only 3 winners those 3 races, you know, the same person wins, that's how many people's going to make the qualifier. Night of the Champions will be a 12-car A main. And, pretty much, we're going to go ahead and lock in people, the winners. The winners are locked into the A main. Said can lock in 7 people. And then, of course, we'll do the group the other people up, group up the other drivers, and you'll do the same qualifying, heat races, and then y'all have a B main race to try to get them last few spots to fill up that A main, and then there we go. That's how we'll do that. And then, of course, there'll be the qualifying dash with the winners at the hash out, and that would be hashing out the double points, see who can win them all. I did a horrible job at this, but I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. I'm so sorry. But I don't think I'm missing anything. But the preseason, I will say this, the Dirt Track Charlotte, if you actually watch this whole video, the preseason race is not a mandatory race, it's no points. But to help us out for the rest of this series, if you've never ran a league race, a special race, or any type of format like we're running, please show up for that night to get a handle on how it goes, because we're going to slow down, walk everybody through, make sure everybody knows what we're doing. Because if it comes down to one of these main points race nights, we're just going to fling through it and try not to piss anybody off too bad. There will be people butt hurt, but we'll get everything straightened out, guys. Thank y'all for this updates and formats. If anything else comes up, feel free to message me. Kazzzi86 here. Man, it's going to be some good racing. I got to go work on my setups right now. I know my street stocks is not fast enough. But we've been running these tracks for the last couple of days here, and we're tweaking setups and stuff. And I'm just saying there's some good door-to-door racing going to be coming out of this league. And that street stock race, you better bring your big boy panties, because there ain't going to be no crying when them slide jobs. I'm just saying, because it's going to happen. Side jobs are going to happen. You're going to get hit. You're going to get scrubbed up into the wall. Just do not retaliate. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. And if there's a chance of retaliation against some bad there's aggressive driving. We can drive aggressively. We can bang a little bit, rub some paint on the wall, rub paint on each other. But at some point, if there's ever a direct nose-to-door retaliation, you'll be DQ'd for that night of racing. No points. And that's hopefully all the punishment you'll need for it. I don't care if he's ran into you for the last 5 turns, then he finally got underneath you, and then you waylaid him into the wall. You're going to affect the outcome of the race, not just you and his. I don't want nobody to affect the outcome of the race. I don't want nobody screwed over. I don't want to see somebody get stretched out on the pole, get a couple car links on second place, and then have a caution last minute because somebody's being a dick. That we are not going to have that. That will not be tolerated. We encourage aggressive driving, but we do not encourage retaliation and losing tempers. So that's the only thing I can do. Oh, if it does it twice, oh, you're out of the league. You'll be out of the spring series. And me and a few drivers will reevaluate you for the summer series. I got a few drivers. I got mine I'm going to appoint to be kind of what is that? This is a bullshit video now. This is just me talking. But I got a couple drivers I'm going to ask to see if they'll be chair members or whatever, and they'll be making decisions for the league on drivers, and I won't be just a sole person making decisions. I don't want to do that. And for the summer league, all you gotta do is perk what tracks you want, what tracks y'all want to race. That's the tracks we'll end up racing. You know what I mean? That's how this list got picked out. I mean, I did pick I mean, there's more tracks that were chirped out for this series, but for us running our first races, I picked tracks that we could get around and have good racing on and get used to it before we start throwing in like Old Mill, Sheep Mountain, weird transition tracks, Kokomo. I wanted everybody to get a handle on 40 laps before we did 40 laps at a hard track, you know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, we're running Volusia, but man, Volusia in a street stock ain't hard. That's on bitch holds. Thank y'all for checking it out, y'all. If y'all have any questions, hit me up in the party chats or hit me up online. I normally run every other couple days between 10 and 2 p.m. 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. That's my normal times of racing. Have a good one.